The New York Yankees lose their fourth consecutive game. Everyone's saying it's early. Relax. It's not early when you've had the same problem for the past 5 years. So no, it's not early in the season. It's pretty late in the half of a decade that you've been playing like this. I mean, I'm not even a Yankee fan. I'm not even a Yankee fan, and I can't stand watching them play baseball. It's crazy, but I am about to talk about it because I don't think I've got all the answers to fix the Yankees. Maybe they don't need fixing in their minds, but I don't have all the answers. What I do think is that Boone doesn't have any of the answers, and it's crazy. And I normally don't talk about individuals, but just whole organizations, teams, the game in general, because I don't ever like going after the man in the arena, but good God. It's been crazy to watch the Yanks. This is the Hold My Ball podcast. Let's get to it. I specifically, maybe it's everybody, but I can't talk about Yankees baseball at all without just getting one comment after another about like how they live in my head rent free. I do a baseball podcast. I'm a Dodger fan, so I talk about them probably the most, because I like watching them play, and I think they're interesting, especially right now, last couple of years. But, like, I'm going to talk about the Yankees because the Yankees are the Yankees. They're interesting. And when other people do good things, I do that also. When other people do bad things, I talk about that too. So all you Yankee fans, just chill the F out. I'm not wrong. I'm just telling you the facts, and you guys act like it's some crazy opinion. Here's the facts. The Yankees are hitting .202. That's their second worst average through 14 games in franchise history. .202 through 14 games, the second worst the Yankees have ever been in history. They hit .186 in 1968. Holy crap. Max Fried, Cam Schlittler, Ben Rice, Stanton. Those are the only guys that know how to actually play baseball currently on the Yankees. And Belly. Belly's hitting a little bit. I mean, I don't even care what he's doing statistically. I love the dude, and I would never throw shade on Belly. Even in a Yankee uniform, I wouldn't do it. I just wouldn't do it. Here's what I mean. When I say 5 years, they've been playing like absolute piss-poor garbage. It's because they have. Of course they're going to win. They're the Yankees. They're going to win baseball games. But much like the Dodgers and Boston and a select few teams that have been so good in the past, they reserve the right to be World Series or bust. And the Yankees have not made it to a World Series in a long, long time. Really long. 2021, they go 92-70, and they lose to Boston in the wild card game. In my opinion, that's not making the playoffs. The wild card is like, hey, which one of you guys that didn't actually deserve to just straight make it into the playoffs, which one of you guys are going to play each other and one of you gets to get in? That's how this works. So you missed the playoffs in 2021, according to me. 2022, they win 99 games. Then they get swept in the ALCS by the Astros. Fair enough. 2023, they go 82-80, and they miss the playoffs. They don't make the playoffs. 2024, 94 wins to end a World Series drought. They get there. For the first time in 15 years, they make it to the World Series. A World Series in which they made it to, but they never showed up. I'll tell you that. They fucking never showed up to that World Series. That was awful baseball. I mean, the Dodgers' entire game plan was literally don't strike out, put the ball in play, and let them and their lack of fundamentally sound baseball just bite them in the ass time and time again until we win the series. And it's exactly what they did. It's exactly what they did. Don't strike out, run hard, let them give us the game. They're a home run or bust offense in the playoffs when the pitching is now paying more attention to you because it's not the middle of June and everybody just wants to get the hell off the field and go do whatever they want to do for the night so they can go play another game. Game number 107. This isn't June. You're getting pitched to like it matters. And when you get pitched to like it matters, you have a home run or bust offense and a defense that's too lazy to be bothered by making routine plays. Fundamentals are non-existent. You're not going to do a damn thing in the playoffs, especially the World Series against a team like the Dodgers. Sick of it. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it because I like what the Yankees were when I was growing up, and looking at them right now, they pissed me off. Just brutal. 2025, last year, 94 wins. They led the league with 274 home runs. They were the best offense overall in the MLB. And they squeaked into the wild card game after having a 7-game lead in late May. I mean, they get Boston. They get by Boston in the wild card, and then they get beat 3-1 in the divisional series, where the best offense in baseball got outscored 34-19 by the Blue Jays. The Yankees lose. The Yankees, whatever Vladdy said, just to go on and get beat in the World Series. Crazy. It's crazy. But it's the same old story. They're not fundamentally sound. They seem like they're always trying to figure out their lineup, winning games, but none that actually matter, and it's annoying. And we're looking at, the reason I'm talking about them is because they just played a game tonight, and I think this is like the culmination of what the Yankees are right now. I think this whole friggin' thing is just a culmination of what the Yankees have been for the past 5 years. And honestly, I don't know if it's Boone. I don't know if it's front office. I don't know who's in charge over there. I really, truly don't. Boone says he isn't. Says he is. Total charge of the lineups, this and that. And it's like, well, I don't know if I'd own that as much. Maybe I'd take the easy out and be like, yeah, no, they just tell me what to do up top. This isn't my fault. Because it's fucking bad, dude. It's bad. Randall Grichuk is 0 for 9 with 5 Ks. Pretty sure after today's game, he's 0 for 10 with 5 Ks. Well, you got Dominguez and Spencer Jones are sitting down in AAA for some stupid-ass reason. Hey, you know what, guys? Spencer Jones, really plus outfielder, great arm out there. Really good at playing the outfield. He's fast. He's big. He's 6'7". He's a lefty. We got a short porch over there in New York, but hey, he strikes out too much. So let's go with forget the young guy that strikes out too much and has every other tool. Let's go with the older guy who doesn't have any of those tools on the same level as Spencer Jones does. And he's striking out 50% of the time currently. So, yeah, let's go with that guy instead. And let's just leave Dominguez down there to rot away, and who knows what we're doing with any of these guys. Stanton's hitting 326. Ben Rice is hitting 342. And nobody else on the entire team except for Aaron Judge, who's hitting 212, and Cody Bellinger, who's hitting like 240. Nobody else on the entire team except those 4 guys. You got 2 guys in the 300s, 2 guys in the 200s. The rest of the team is hitting below 200. Ryan McMahon's hitting 069, which is 2 for 29 and 36 plate appearances. You know what Boone says? Well, we know what he does bring, and that is a really good glove on the left side of the field over there at third base. Okay, yeah. Good. That's what you need. For a team that can't hit, yeah, you should have some good defense. That's nice. But teams that can't hit don't friggin' win. Where are the hitters? It's early, and I've heard them whine about the fact that it's cold. It's cold. That's one of our issues here is just, it's cold. Oh, really? It's cold, so you guys can't win baseball games? Instead, you're going to go into the cold and play another team in the same exact temperature, and they're going to whip your ass, and then you're going to be like, oh. Yeah, see, well, they figured out the cold thing. We didn't. That's the issue. It's cold. That's insane. That's absolutely insane. We're just going to fast forward straight to the 10th inning here of today's game. They lost in a walk-off to the Rays, and we're going to go straight to the 10th because the 10th inning bothered me so bad. It's like crazy. Max Fried gives you 8 good innings, 3 runs. He leaves with a no decision. Jazz is hitting a $170 with 0 home runs, 3 doubles. His OPS is 469. A guy like Jazz, and he's obviously a big piece of the ending of this game, he's cool when things are going good, you know? Like, he's cool. Jazz is cool, I think. But when they're going bad, he just adds to, like, the joke that the Yankees can be. I mean, this whole Yankee team looks like they're a bunch of individuals. There's no chemistry. I don't see leadership. I don't know. Maybe there's chemistry behind the scenes, but I've been saying it a long time, and the more I watch them, the more I think just I'm not wrong. What's up, guys? We're taking a quick break in the action. I want to give a quick shout out to our partners over at Caesars Sportsbook. Caesars currently has an exciting new customer offer. Bet $1 and double your winnings on your next 10 wagers. Sign me up, baby. Use code HOLDMYBALL, DYW. That is, use code HOLDMYBALL, DYW. When you sign up to activate the offer and support me and the Hold My Ball podcast. This is why I love you guys, because you've been bought into this show from the beginning, and it's grown and it's doing such amazing things. And this is the kind of stuff that allows us to keep doing it. So thank you. I appreciate it. Hold My Ball, DYW. At the end, that stands for double your winnings. Easy way to remember it. Hit the link in the description for more info. Terms and conditions apply. Guys, as always, please bet responsibly. Have some fun with it. Take it seriously, but have a good time. And go get this double your winnings on your next 10 wagers with Hold My Ball, DYW, with our friends over at Caesars Sportsbook. Again, always bet responsibly. Yankees 10th inning. Here comes, guess who? Take a wild guess who's coming up with 2 outs and runners on first and third or second or third or something. I don't know. Randall Grichuk, who's hit 0 on the season. He's 0 for 9 with 5 Ks, remember? But here he comes. You know why? Because he pinch ran for your DH, another flaw in this team. Your best hitter and DH is Stanton, who literally cannot run the bases. The guy runs at like a way below average speed and doesn't look hurt, and people are like, look at Stanton moving this year. Yeah. Okay, great. That's the problem. Your DH and your best hitter. Your best hitter. You pinch ran for him earlier in the game, in the 8th inning. So now, instead of your DH coming up to hit, the guy that knows how to hit on your team, the only guy besides Ben Rice, he's not coming up to hit anymore. You're sending the guy that hits 0-0-0 on the season, 0 for 9 with 5 Ks. That's who you're sending up with 2 outs in the 10th inning to drive a couple runs in and get some insurance that God knows you need. Nah. No other options? What do you mean? Oh, yeah, no, you had Goldschmidt sitting on the bench, who also was probably a pretty good option. Because at that point, anybody other than a guy hitting 0 with 5 Ks and 9 at-bats is a better option. No, you don't go with Goldie, you go with Grichuk. Let him fly out to end the inning. And we'll take our 1-run lead in the bottom of the 10th and hope it holds up. See how that goes for us. Let's see how that goes for us, huh? After going 2 for 12 with runners in scoring position, stranding 12 runners on the day. Let's go to the bottom of the 10th. Chandler Simpson, of course, the fastest man in all of baseball. He's leading off. He's got Mullins on second base. Mullins is fast. What did they do? What do you think Chandler Simpson is going to do here? He's going to bunt. That's what he's going to do. Righty, lefty, I don't even know what he is. He's going to sack bunt. He's getting the tying run over to third base, and because he's so fast, there's always a chance that he might even get on first. He ran a 3.75 to first base on this bunt. And you know what gets me? Is you're probably not going to get an out here at third base because Mullins is fast. So at this point, collecting outs is probably a pretty damn good idea. Do they bring the third baseman all the way in and just say, like, softball status? Just play halfway right there. If he swings the bat, duck, I guess. Otherwise, you're not going to get him. And what happens? What happens? He bunts it down the third baseline. Rosario has to field it on the run, which when you know the dude is the fastest guy in the league, you're going to rush the play and try to be fast and try to be quick, and you bobble it, and he double clutches, throws it. He's safe at first, safe at third. What do you think he's going to do now? He's going to steal second on the first pitch you throw. And did he? Of course he did. What'd they do? They threw a short hop down to second that could have easily got away. Scored the run from third. No, they throw it down to try to get Chandler Simpson? For what? What are you even throwing it to second base for? Absolutely absurd. Absolutely absurd. That's just like nobody really knows what's going on. Oh, yeah, guy's stealing. Let's try to throw him out. Oh, there's the tying runs on third base with nobody out. Maybe we shouldn't throw it down there because the fastest guy in the league is going to be safe anyways. Bednar's not particularly fast to home, and it doesn't even matter if he is. You got to make a perfect throw. You got to be quick to the plate. You got to make a perfect throw from catcher to second. You got to get a tag down. That is just too much. Too much going on there. Stupid to throw it down. It's just stupid. So what do they do now? What do they do now? The squeeze. The Rays squeeze bunt. They get it down. Boom, lefty. It almost hit the guy, whoever laid the bunt down. Bunts it. Here comes Bednar off the mound to field it. He grabs it. He throws it home. They're safe. Nobody's covering first. Nobody. So they didn't even plan on getting an out during this play. So now that's twice. You got a fast guy on third, and you have zero plan to cover first base at all? You got runners on second and third. Where's the second baseman at? Where's Jazz? He was standing there in on the grass watching the play happen. Why not get a guy to cover first, your second baseman, like normal? Or if the bunt doesn't go to the first baseman, hey, don't crash, just stay there. Let's collect an out. Tie game, 1 out. Had we done this on the first bunt when Simpson bunted and we just played way in, we'd have a, I don't know, tie game now with 2 outs and nobody on? Stupid idea. Why would we want to do that? Why would we want to do such a thing? Would there be squeezing right there? Probably not. There's so many things already. So they sack bunt. He's safe at first. It turns into a bunt for a base hit because it's Simpson. He's always going to try to get a hit when he bunts. Next guy, squeeze bunt. They don't get anybody out. Safe at the plate. Nobody covering first anyways. I mean, the thing was a chopper, pretty slow. It was pretty evident Bednar wasn't going to get him. It's a tag play too. So if you have somebody covering first, guess what you have? You have an easy out. Yeah, that run's going to score 100% already. Let's make sure we get one here. Boom. I don't know. Doesn't seem impossible to me. So now you got first and third, tie game, nobody out. They walk, what's his name? Diaz, who hit him all day long, I guess. They walk him. They load him up. They bring in another infielder, and Cody Bellinger, who plays first base, which I love. But here's what gets me about them. Unprepared. The Yankees. And maybe this was by design. Maybe Belly's more comfortable this way. I don't know. He doesn't switch his gloves. He stands there with the first baseman glove on. Or he stands there and plays like second base, basically, with an outfielder's glove. Well, I don't know. I know the guy's played 2,508 innings at first base. I'd be curious to know how many of those he uses a first baseman's glove. In a situation where you're supposed to field a ground ball and get it out quick and get it to home, it feels like you would want to use the glove that you've used for 2,500 innings worth of reps in practice. That's just my thought as a manager, or somebody on this entire friggin' staff would be like, hey, does Belly need his first baseman glove? And maybe they did. Maybe he went, no, I'm good. That sounds like something Belly would do too. Who knows? I don't know. Just a thought that popped in my head. I can't confirm anything, so I'm telling you my thoughts. But you bring a sixth infielder in and you load the bases up. The play is at home. There's nobody out. Bednar gets a strikeout, so now there's 1 out. And now they just randomly quickly decide, okay, Bellinger, you're going to play second base now. Hey, Jazz, you're going to go scoot back. We're going to roll it if it goes up the middle because the base runner or the hitter's not particularly fast. Chandler Simpson is on third base, the fastest man in the league, still here, still messing with your head. Hey, any ball in play, I'm scoring. I'm scoring. He was a 3.75 to first when he bunted the ball. What do you think he's going to be to home with the lead and a secondary? A 2-3? 1,000, 1,000, right there? Yeah, sounds about right. So either way, you put your infield in, you get an extra guy, you're going to have to make a bang play. It's a force out, field it, throw it home. That's your best option. And I'll tell you why it's your best option, because in a situation like this, it's nice to have no options. There's no options. Outfielders come within arm's distance, which for Chandler Simpson has got to be pretty shallow. So you guys play shallow. And if you got to be in a spot where if the ball's over your head, he scores anyways on a sac fly. So shorten it up. Get in a spot where you might be able to throw him out if you get a fly ball. If you do it, let it loose. Go get him. Hey, infield, Your only job is to hope the ground balls hit to one of the 5 guys back there because we added an extra one of you. Hope it gets hit to one of you 6. Third base, shortstop, extra infielder, pitcher, second base, first base. I hope it gets hit to you and you throw a strike to home. It's a force play. And then after that, all we got to do is play defense for one more out and get to the 11th. That's it. But no, what do? They put Bellinger at second base with an outfielder's glove on. Now, Jazz is not playing second base anymore. He's backing up the second baseman who's playing in, which is crazy. And lo and behold, you get a chopper over Bellinger's head. He jumps, misses it. It's over his head, nothing he could do. Jazz is running in. He's going to make an attempt to field it, tag the base runner, and then double the guy off first base. Fair. It was his only play. It was all he had. He kind of stumbles, drops, the ball hits the palm of his glove, falls out. He scampers for it, grabs it and throws it to first base. After Simpson has already scored, this game's over. The second he bobbled it and fell, he knew it was over. He should have known it was over. The game is over. And he throws it to first base. Here's the thing. I don't think this was his fault. I think this was the fault of the preparation. I don't know how many times they've practiced this. I don't know how many times Bellinger has played second base right in front of Jazz. And then they're like, hey, Jazz, when you get this ground ball, try to field it once the roadblock in front of you, your vision blocker, once that disappears, try to field this ball. You're running in to field it, but you also got a guy jumping and you're watching ooh, is he going to get it? And he misses it. And then by the time he misses it, it's you and the ball going, oh, he missed it. What a stupid ass setup this was. I mean, insane. What happens if it was a rocket at Bellinger? Does he olay it and say, go ahead, Jazz, here's the double play ball we want, and they roll it? What was the fucking plan here? I'm sorry. These guys irritate me. They just irritate me. So the game ends that way. And if that's not bad enough, you just look at it and go, what a disaster. Then you get Jazz after the game. He's in the locker room. They're asking him questions, and his response to these questions is hey, what were you doing throwing the ball to first? And this is what sums up the Yanks for me. He goes, I don't know the rules. If I would have thrown, I wanted to try to tag him, swipe at him. Hopefully I tagged him and then threw it to first and got the double play. Or I swiped at him and he jumped out of the way and they called him out of the baseline and I got the guy at first too and we have a double play. But once I missed him, I thought I could throw it to first. And then if they throw it over to second base and tag him like you do, because now it's not a force anymore, would that have been he said, would that have not been an RBI? So would Chandler scoring from third on the play where I go to first base, we get the force, then we throw it to second and tag that guy out, is that just considered a double play and the run doesn't count? That's crazy. That's crazy for a dude getting paid $10 million plus to not know how baseball works. That's crazy. Grisham looks at him and goes, no, the run would have scored. The run would have counted. He goes, oh, really? And then he looks at the camera with a smirk while he's putting his earrings in. He's like, I guess my plan wouldn't have worked anyway. Oh, well, guess we would have lost anyways. I mean, this to me is just crazy. It's embarrassing, dude. And if he was being sarcastic, okay. Maybe he was. Maybe he just didn't want to answer the questions. He was being sarcastic, which to me is even worse. It's even worse. Yeah, it's a play I got to make. You know what? That's a play that I consider myself to be very good at baseball. I got to field that ball, tag him, get him out at first, and we need to go to the 11th inning for his chance to extend the game. That's what you say. That's what you say. But I think this is what happens when, Boone is your manager, and all he ever does is tell the media how good his guys are. His guys screw something up. They look like idiots. What does he say? No, I like the decision there. I like what he was thinking. Just didn't work out right. He never once calls out his team, his staff, his anybody, at least in the media. He never does it. And it's crazy because he's with the Yankees. You know how far that would go to just be like, this is not good enough. This is not up to anybody in this locker room, in this organization standards. We got to pull our heads out our ass. We got to be better. And I'm not just talking right now. It's early in the season, I know. But the last 3-4 years, at some point, that would have been a good thing to do for Boone. You're in New York, man. Take some accountability. I just don't think there's any leadership None. Zero leadership. I think it's obvious. This is the Hold My Ball podcast, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for watching. I don't enjoy getting fired up, but when I get fired up, I just ramble. And I like getting passionate about something, It's like I'm not angry. I'm just passionate. And I want to see them do better. I want to see baseball be better at the highest level. That's what I want to see. This is the Hold My Ball podcast. The good news, the Dodgers, my friends, the Dodgers, are up. What are they, 11-3? First team to 10 wins. Now they're 11-3, playing good baseball without playing great baseball, winning. They're going to be scary. Padres playing well too. And that's really it. If you made it this far, you know what I like to do here. A little giveaway time. Slab Dynasty. Those are my guys. That's where I rip packs of cards. It's awesome. I'm going to give somebody that says, I don't know, let's say the Yankees lose. Comment that. If you're a Yankee fan and you want to think too, and you don't want to say that, say whatever you want. The Blue Jays lose. I don't really care. Say somebody loses in the comments. You'll be entered to win. We'll do a $25 card for you to rip. You rip your own pack. I don't want to do it for you. You get to do it yourself, which is cool. That's the whole point of ripping cards, the thrill of it. What am I going to get? So leave a comment. I will pick one, and I will announce that on Monday morning's episode, which is tomorrow. Thank you guys for being here. I hope your weekend's amazing. I hope it's going well. I hope you enjoy Sunday baseball or whatever you're doing with your family, hanging out. I'm going to be up early in the morning watching my daughter play 3 softball games because softball plays a zillion games. I don't know why. It's crazy. Doubleheader in baseball, that's a lot. 7 games in softball, that's a warm-up. It's the craziest thing I've ever seen. Seriously, the craziest thing. So, all right, guys, thank you. Like, subscribe, share, do all the things that don't cost you any money. You know how it goes over here. I don't want your money. I just want your time. I just want to hang out with you. I just want to talk baseball with y'all. I love you so much. Thanks for being here. This is Hold My Ball podcast. I'm your host, Jake Savicki, and I will see you bright and early tomorrow, Monday morning. Have a good one.